In the heart of Osaka, under the vast dome of Kyocera Stadium, a moment unfolded that many had anticipated for years, yet few could have fully prepared for. On October 19, 2025, GDragon, the enigmatic force of Kpop, stepped onto the stage for the first night of his additional concert, part of the monumental Übermensch World Tour. The air was thick with anticipation, the crowd a sea of light sticks pulsing in unison, creating a galaxy of stars within the stadium's confines. This was not just a concert, it was a testament to resilience, a celebration of return, and a glimpse into the future of global music culture. But what made this night so different from the countless others that have filled arenas worldwide? And how did it manage to captivate over 55,000 souls, weaving them into a singular, electrifying experience? As the lights dimmed and the first notes of Crayon reverberated through the dome, the energy was palpable. Fans, many of whom had waited since GDragon's last solo tour in 2013, found themselves part of a historic moment. The Übermensch World Tour, inspired by Nietzsche's philosophy of self-mastery and transformation, had already seen attendance soar past 575,000 by September, surpassing records set during his previous endeavors. Yet, here in Osaka, something unique was unfolding. The crowd's chants, at times overpowering the music itself, spoke to a deeper connection, a shared journey of anticipation and fulfillment. But what was it about this performance that resonated so profoundly, turning a concert into a cultural phenomenon? The night was a tapestry of emotion, threaded with high-energy hits and reflective moments that honored GDragon's roots with Big Bang. As he navigated through songs like Heartbreaker and new tracks from the Übermensch album, the stage became a canvas for his evolution. The thematic elements, from drone displays to shifting special effects, aligned seamlessly with the lyrical and musical cues, creating an immersive experience. But beyond the spectacle, there was a question lingering in the air. How does one artist, after a significant hiatus, manage to not only reclaim, but expand their influence on a global scale? The answer lay in the details of this Osaka night, a night that not only celebrated music, but also the unbreakable bond between artist and audience. The return of a legend, GDragon's triumph in Osaka. The story of GDragon's return to the stage is one of patience, perseverance, and unparalleled artistry. For 8 years, fans had waited, their anticipation building with each passing month since his last solo tour in 2013. The Übermensch World Tour, announced in early 2025, was more than a series of concerts. It was a declaration of intent, a promise to redefine what a K-pop solo artist could achieve. And in Osaka, on that crisp October evening, that promise was fulfilled in spectacular fashion. The Kyocera Dome, already a venue of historical significance for hosting monumental events, became the backdrop for a performance that would be etched into the annals of music history. But what was it about this performance that resonated so profoundly, turning a concert into a cultural phenomenon? The crowd, a mosaic of cultures and ages, had gathered not just to witness a performance, but to be part of a moment. Over 55,000 attendees, their light sticks creating a luminous ocean, were united by a shared reverence for GDragon's artistry. The tour, themed around the concept of the Übermensch, or overman, from Nietzsche's philosophy, explored themes of transformation and self-transcendence. This philosophical underpinning was not just a backdrop, but a driving force, influencing everything from the stage design to the choice of songs. As GDragon performed Power and Too Bad, hits that had already achieved global success, the audience was reminded of his ability to blend innovation with nostalgia. But the real magic happened during the quieter moments, the MCs where he reflected on his journey with Big Bang, his military service, and the personal growth that shaped Übermensch. These interludes, often drowned out by fan chants, were a reminder of the emotional depth that underpinned the spectacle. So, what made this night so different from the countless others that have filled arenas worldwide? The answer lies in the meticulous planning and execution of the Übermensch World Tour. By September 2025, the tour had already seen attendance exceed 575,000, a figure that surpassed records set during his previous endeavors. In Osaka, the additional concert was a response to overwhelming demand, a testament to the artist's ability to connect with his audience on a profound level. The stage, adorned with state-of-the-art technology, including drones and fire columns, was a visual feast, but it was GDragon's presence, his ability to command the space with both vulnerability and power, that truly captivated. The night was a celebration of resilience, a reminder that great art often emerges from great challenges. But as the final notes faded and the crowd's applause echoed through the dome, one couldn't help but wonder, what does this mean for the future of K-pop and global music culture? A night of unity and transformation, the cultural impact of GDragon's Osaka concert. The Kyocera Dome in Osaka was more than just a venue on October 19, 2025. It was a crucible where music, culture, and emotion converged. GDragon's performance was a masterclass in showmanship, a blend of high-energy hits and introspective moments that resonated deeply with the over 55,000 attendees. The Übermensch World Tour, with its thematic exploration of self-mastery and transformation, had already made waves globally, but in Osaka, it reached a new zenith. The crowd, a sea of light sticks and voices, was not just an audience, but a community, bound by a shared love for an artist who had weathered storms and emerged stronger. But what was it about this night that made it so transformative? Not just for the attendees, but for the broader cultural landscape. The concert began with a visual and auditory explosion, Crayon setting the tone for a night of relentless energy. Yet it was the quieter moments, the MCs where GDragon spoke of his journey, that truly captured the essence of the Übermensch concept. These reflections, often overshadowed by the crowd's chants, were a reminder of the personal growth that underpinned the tour. The stage, a marvel of modern technology, featured drones, confetti, and shifting special effects that aligned perfectly with the music, creating an immersive experience. But beyond the spectacle, there was a deeper narrative at play. The Übermensch World Tour, by September 2025, had already seen attendance surpass 575,000, a figure that highlighted GDragon's ability to reclaim and expand his influence post-military hiatus. In Osaka, the additional concert was a response to overwhelming demand, a testament to the artist's enduring appeal. But what does this mean for the future of K-pop and global music culture? The cultural impact of this night cannot be overstated. GDragon's performance was not just a concert, but a statement, a reminder of the power of music to unite and transform. The Übermensch theme, inspired by Nietzsche's philosophy, resonated with fans who saw in GDragon a reflection of their own struggles and triumphs. The tour's success, with all tickets sold out across multiple continents, underscored the global reach of K-pop and the universal appeal of GDragon's artistry. But as the night drew to a close, with the crowd's applause echoing through the dome, one couldn't help but feel a sense of anticipation. What lies ahead for GDragon, and how will this moment in Osaka shape the future of music? The answers, it seems, are as vast and luminous as the sea of light sticks that filled the Kyocera Dome that night. The philosophical underpinnings of Übermensch, a deeper look. To fully appreciate the significance of GDragon's Osaka concert, one must delve into the philosophical underpinnings of the Übermensch World Tour. The concept of the Übermensch, or Overman, from Nietzsche's philosophy, is central to understanding the tour's thematic depth. Nietzsche's Übermensch is an individual who has overcome the limitations of conventional morality and achieved a higher state of being through self-mastery and creativity. This idea resonated deeply with GDragon, who, after an 8-year hiatus, returned with an album and tour that explored themes of transformation, identity, and self-transcendence. The Übermensch album, released in early 2025, was a critical and commercial success, praised for its conceptual depth and experimental production. Tracks like Power, Home Sweet Home, and Too Bad became cultural touchpoints, blending hip-hop, industrial pop, and alternative electronic sounds. The album's 8 tracks were a journey through GDragon's personal and artistic evolution, a narrative that continued on stage during the Übermensch World Tour. In Osaka, this narrative was brought to life with a precision that left audiences in awe. The stage design, featuring shifting screens, mood lighting, and state-of-the-art technology, was a visual representation of the Übermensch concept, each element aligning with the lyrical and musical cues to create an immersive experience. But beyond GDragon's presence, his ability to embody the Übermensch ideal truly captivated. During the MCs, he spoke of his journey with Big Bang, his military service, and the personal growth that shaped Übermensch. These moments, often overshadowed by the crowd's chants, were a reminder of the emotional depth that underpinned the spectacle. The crowd, over 55,000 strong, was not just an audience, but a community, bound by a shared love for an artist who had weathered storms and emerged stronger. The Übermensch World Tour, by September 2025, had already seen attendance surpass 575,000, a figure that highlighted GDragon's ability to reclaim and expand his influence post-military hiatus. In Osaka, the additional concert was a response to overwhelming demand, a testament to the artist's enduring appeal. But what does this mean for the future of music? The answers, it seems, are as vast and luminous as the sea of light sticks that filled the Kyocera Dome that night.